Broadcasting live from the Albay PIO News Center, providing you the most exclusive news update from all over the province. This is 12 o'clock Newsbreak. In the local scene, the Albay Provincial Health Office, PHO, in cooperation with various partner agencies, conducted a medical mission yesterday at St. Raphael the Archangel Good Shepherd Hall. In line with the observance of the World Day of the Sick, celebrated by the Roman Catholic every 11th day of February, over 300 Albayano beneficiaries received different medical services. The PHO provided assistance to 316 beneficiaries through medical checkup, 139, dental checkup, 90, and optical services, 87 recipients. It can be recalled that the PHO conducted barangay health caravans in the early January in the 1st District of Albay and is set to extend medical services on the 14th of February at Bumbon, Tabaco City in partnership with the Barangay Council. In other story, 5 coastal villages in Bicol region are experiencing change in their usual slow-paced barrio life. The fisher folk in said areas now benefit from the added income they derived from the processing of smoked fish and tilapia raising through the program of the Bureau of Fisheries and Aquatic Resources BFAR, which they then sell in the local marketplaces. According to Camille Barbacena, coordinator of the Special Area for Agriculture Development, SAAD program of the BFAR, the SAAD program is extending assistance to small-scale fishermen in 35 municipalities in the Bicol region. In other news, Camarines Norte Governor Ricarte Padilla directed municipal governments to strictly enforce their respective animal control ordinances to stem the increasing number of animal bite cases in the province. Padilla said authorities should see to it that pet owners adhere to the country's responsible pet ownership law to prevent animal bite cases and deaths caused by rabies. The governor was referring to Section 5 of Anti-Rabies Act of 2007, which holds dog owners primarily responsible for controlling their animals. The Provincial Health Office PHO observed an increase in the number of animal bite cases in 2023 compared to 2022. Padilla emphasized that the government should implement preventive and stringent measures to reduce the expenses incurred in purchasing anti-rabies vaccines. In the national scene, the death toll from the massive Philippine landslide near a gold mine abruptly rose to 54 on Sunday, local officials said. 19 bodies were recovered from beneath of the rubble in the southern mountain village of Mazara on Sunday, with 63 other miners and residents still missing, said the municipality of Mako and the provincial disaster official Randy Loy. The authorities have vowed to continue the search until everyone listed as missing is recovered. Rain has pounded parts of the southern region on and off for weeks, triggering dozens of landslides and floods that have forced tens of thousands of people into emergency shelters. In other story, the Philippine Coast Guard on Sunday accused China vessels of dangerous maneuvers during a 9-day patrol near a reef off the coast of the Southeast Asian country. The Philippine vessel BRP Teresa Magbanwa was sent in early February to patrol the waters around Scarborough Shoal, a rich fishing ground in the South China Sea, and deliver provisions to Filipino fishermen and ensure their safety. The reef has been a flashpoint between the countries since China seized it from the Philippines in 2012. The Philippine Coast Guard said that our ship was shadowed by 4 Chinese Coast Guard's vessels on more than 40 occasions, and also observed what it described as 4 Chinese maritime militia vessels. In other news, China has no right to comment on Philippine military decisions within its territory. The Department of Defense Sunday said after Beijing warned against a plan to increase military presence in Batanes, the country's northernmost province. The Defense Department issued the statement after China Foreign Ministry spokesperson Wang Wenbin said the Philippines should tread carefully and don't play with fire by putting troops near Taiwan. The department said plans to put up more structures in Batanes are part of the comprehensive archipelagic defense concept to address gaps in the country's defenses. And in the news outside the country, Hamas warned Israel on Sunday that an offensive into Gaza's far southern city of Rafah, crowded with displaced Palestinians, would threaten talks about the release of hostages seized in October's 7 attacks. The Israeli Prime Minister said this week he had told troops to prepare to go into the city as part of its aim to destroy Hamas for mounting the deadly attacks on southern Israel. But he has faced growing calls not to attack Rafah, on the border with Egypt, the last refuge of Gazans fleeing Israel's relentless bombardment elsewhere in the coastal territory. Vowing to eliminate Hamas, Israel has responded with a relentless offensive in Gaza that the territory's health ministry says has killed at least 28,176 people, mostly women and children. Another story, Benjamin Netanyahu says in an interview airing Sunday that the Israeli military will provide safe passage for the civilian population ahead of an expected assault on the overcrowded southern Gaza city of Rafah, rejecting fears of a catastrophe. Despite international alarm over the potential carnage in a city crammed with more than 1 million displaced Palestinians, the Israeli Prime Minister said that the offensive is key to crossing Hamas. He mentioned areas north of Rafah that have been cleared, which could be used as safe zones for civilians. Gaza's Hamas rulers have warned of potentially tens of thousands of casualties in Rafah, while EU's foreign policy chief, Joseph Borrell, joined other international voices in saying an offensive there would lead to an unspeakable humanitarian catastrophe. And finally, in the news outside the country, 8 Chinese balloons were detected around Taiwan for the second straight day, with 5 flying directly over the island, Taipei's defense ministry said Sunday. The ministry said the balloons were spotted on Saturday, the first day of the Lunar New Year holiday, at an altitude of 12,000 to 35,000 feet. 5 of the balloons flew directly over the island, and 1 grazed its northern tip, according to a map released by the ministry. China claims Democratic Taiwan as its own territory and has not renounced the use of force to bring the self-ruled island under its control. And that's all for the 12 o'clock news break, February 12, 2024. We'll be right back tomorrow for more news updates. And thanks to our 12 o'clock news break writer, Francia May Boras, And on the technical side, Todd Bobbis. And our Provincial Information Officer, Attorney Mary Luduga Castillo. And under the supervision of our Governor, Attorney Asil Greg Slagman, I am Greg Hallare. Thank you for subscribing.
Hello, this is Greg Hallare, Department Head ng Albay Public Safety and Emergency Management Office. Suportan na po ang Albay PIO TV dahil na po kita din maaraman, masasagutan, information, manawag sa mga panaipo, manawag sa disaster, manawag sa development. Sa tuya po, dahil paglingawan na magdanong reading, dahil nakula po niya sa tuya tabang. Salamat tabi sa tuya po.
Hello Albayanos! Iniibitahan po namin kayo na tangkilikin ng sariling atin, ang Albay PIO TV na naglalayo na maghatid ng presko at makatotohanan at napapanahong balita mula sa lokal, nasyonal at maging sa labas ng bansa para sa ating mga kababayan sa Albay. Mapapanood ito mula 8:30 hanggang 9:30 ng umaga sa Albay Provincial Information Office 2023 official Facebook page. See you!